It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 36, Mike 36, check, 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 check.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the safety creep.
Space to run past the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
54 Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Deuce, 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 deuce. Oh!
They'll get get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
65. 48.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd down and goal. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go one more.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check. Crunch.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Line 54. I got you, pump. Check 13. Check 31. Check 31. Check 31.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Come on, set. 60 out low. Watch my board. No gain on this defense. No gain. 54 is it. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will... The final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. Well, he strung it out. As far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here we go. Minus 54. Coming.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They're running. Ingram. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Hey, team 6. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Right now, let's go. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. 48 to Mike. I'm coming for you. Mike. Hey, Zoo.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
A gain there of 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, watch your leg. Shoot. 21. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I got this. It's a party now. 57 to Mike. 13. In your face.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a...
This is caught at the 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very confident.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
36. 21. I got him. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Drop deep.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina, and then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 58 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 30.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders. 38 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
Hey, alert!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180!
50 seconds to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
21.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go. 57's the Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Okay, baby, I'm Steve.
26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Off. 54 is Mike, 54 is
Jackson from the shotgun. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. I got you. Keep moving, boys, moving. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Two.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
21.
36 to Mike.
Hey, Echo. Black.
Check four.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
2.
36 to Mike.
21. Here we go.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
12. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The centers has got it, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Here we go.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. Jackson options out left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 37 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
all in the wrist. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. Short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away. Because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first. First throw of the game, but one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go. Like 20. Here we go.
Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Gun.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Record.
Hey, Charlie.
51 to Mike.
65.
It's out of
12.
Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great... field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Here we go.
You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 26 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Dancing under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down, went backwards, and he's going to go down again. Quan Alexander, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Come on, D. Cloud.
Easy. Hey, check it.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Throwing out first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Wait, set. 380.
54 Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Rip.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Wait, set.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Brady to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The Cheng gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Brady. Open man is Sanu, just like last play. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Garoppolo on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right, here we go,
The
here we go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, gun.
Mike, 50.
13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
21. I got you.
Mike, 51. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
One, Omaha.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
21.
Mike 51. Get the ball.
Smooth.
Garoppolo again. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
21. I got this.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third down and 5.
Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Sugar!
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that 53.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On the ground, Michelle. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Third and 11.
Shadow.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady, he's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Brady going to go on 4th down. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Wait. 12.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage,
and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11. Check 3.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check back. Hey, Alabama.
They begin with Michelle on the ground, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey.
From the 38, Brady. He's got LaCause, his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is Coleman, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Wait. Hey, box truck. Mike 51. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Haywood! Let's go, D, let's go!
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, set! Alabama, 380! 54, Mike, 54! Double dog, that's the way! Joker, right to the end!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that would... covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Get in the weight room! Watch the motion! Alert!
Now Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up second down.
Wait, set! Round 80! All day, dog. Alert!
To throw again. Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
Single!
That's good for a
Hey, ball 66!
On first and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Quick the edge! Come! He's crashing! He's checking crack!
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady's going to sneak it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Pull it together. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Help him.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
72. Hey, Orville.
56. Here we go, again. 56.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. John Simon in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Lock. Hey, gun.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here we go. Like 20. I got this.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Right here.
11.
Mike 54. Too little, Cupcake. Check it out, read.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge... And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go. 180.
We go. Alert 3.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Patriots 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's not going to get that
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Double time. 3 out.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Just like that. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, gun.
You. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch Cooper.
Hey, alert.
Hey, Mike 51. Exit.
11.
Mike 51. Not today, you are.
Hey, seam 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.